Hey guys, it's Mike from Image Wash Products, and today I've got a troubleshooting step for you if you own one of our fulminators and or Pistol Pete foaming guns. Something that can happen over time is the mesh that's in the foam head will get clogged with debris, and that can either be from debris in your water line if you live out in the country and you've got poor filtration, or B, it can come from even your soap. If debris happens to get in your soap container, etc., either way, it comes through the water line, it ends up in your foam head, it gets clogged. And the symptom you're looking for as an indicator is when this thing's working right, you've got a nice shaving cream like foam that sticks really well to the surface and it doesn't dribble or ooze right here. But when you notice that all of a sudden your foam becomes really watery and it's not sticking to the surface like it's supposed to, or it oozes down from the foam head, that's a real good indicator that the foam in here is messed up, or the mesh in here is clogged. So basically what you're going to want to do is disconnect the foam head from the fitting that's on your barrel here. You should be able to hand tighten this and remove it from the fitting. And I'm holding it like this because there's an orifice in here that will fall out otherwise. First thing I like to look at right here is make sure that O-ring is sitting in there and snug. Sometimes what will happen is that it will fall into, or because of heat, it'll loosen and it will actually wind up in this foam orifice here, which is the second thing you want to just investigate while you've got this thing open. Sometimes over time this will corrode, or if you've got really crappy water, it'll, lots of different things can happen. So looking for that, making sure that looks good. And then, basically this foam head, it's held together by two push pins on either side that could just be pushed out with any device that you can just stick in there and push the pin out. I've already got one disassembled here on this Pistol Pete. Just take this off here. So I already pushed the pins out on either side. Now I'm just going to wiggle this loose, and there's just a plastic piece. Okay, there. Pull this plastic piece out, and then down in there's this foam mesh. That's what mixes the air and water, etc., and creates the foam. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a pair of needle nose, pull that foam out, or that mesh. And in this example, the foam is actually pretty clean, or the mesh, I keep calling it foam. The mesh is actually pretty clean, but yeah, if yours gets clogged, then that's what's going to happen. So anyways, what you can do is just, mix this with some degreaser, and you can rinse it out. Hot water would be best, but give it a degreasy water, hot water mixture. You can open up the mesh here, etc., clean it. Get it as clean as you can. And then you would just place it back, make sure there's no obstructions down in there, clean that out. And then put your mesh back in. An alternative option, if that gets too bad, or you would just rather have the faster option, we do sell these mesh pieces that are designed exactly for this. You just roll it up as tight as you can. This is a poor example because I'm wearing gloves. I would do this without gloves. Once it's rolled up, you just fold it in half and you shove it in there. This was not rolled well enough, but this is what it should look like in the end. Shove it in. Put this back in there, the plastic piece. Shove this back together, and then I'm going to just push my two little push pins. And I'm ready to foam with my Pistol Pete. So that's all there is to it. Pretty quick, easy troubleshooting step. If this doesn't solve that issue, please let us know. Always happy to help, and thanks for watching.